Hi everyone, welcome back to Fox Hollow Reptiles. It's been a little while. So behind me, you will see that there is a load of tubs. Today we're going to go through those and show off what we're going to be pairing for next year and planned pairings. It's time to get back into things, get filming again. I've got some modifications coming up that from last year's efforts on breeding. And it's just time to get going again. So let's get into this. All right, let's get this started. If you can't tell, there's a little hog nose there, right in the middle. Now we're going to start with my Evans Hypo girl. Now she's roughly 150 grams. Everyone has new bedding. Everyone has new everything, fresh water. Started last week getting everything cleaned up. Today's the day they're going to go in the cooler. Now she is a little small, but the main intent behind her is I got her 2 years ago, and she was on rat pinkies, and I finally got her on adult mice. So the additional protein has really had her packing on muscle mass instead of fat. So she is an Evans Hypo female. She will very quickly gain weight in the spring. So if she does get to weight, she'll end up being paired to a Superconda male that is actually het for snow. But more than anything, I am just wanting to get her brumated, get her weight up, and see what we can do for her this coming season. She's not guaranteed as far as breeding, but we're going to at least try and produce some hets from her, so that way in a couple years we'll be able to produce some Evans Hypo males. Now, like I said, these guys have all been off food now for 2 weeks. They are on fresh bedding. Every animal in my collection actually right now is on fresh bedding, and we're going to get them into the cooler. Now, continuing with the females, this is an albino female that I picked up this year. She's a lighter albino than my other albino female. We've got plans to pair her to the same Superconda het snow to try and produce some albino condas. She's in the 280 gram weight range, so she's a big girl. We're going to see what we get out of her. Now, continuing with the females, this is my green phase female. She's about 185 grams. Now, she is thinner because she's not as big as that big girl back there, but she's been packing on weight. But I also want to get her brumated, hopefully get her eating even more. But we're going to see if she'll go as well this coming year. She is just a green phase normal, nothing special about her, no known hets. Just really trying to produce some normals for everybody, because not everybody gets to have a nice, pretty green phase normal anymore. You really don't see them as much. All right, last up for the females is my old standby female. She's just a conda, no known hets. We're gonna pair her once again to my conda male. See if we can get a few more supers out of her. Hopefully we'll actually have some fully viable eggs this year. She's eaten a lot of calcium. She's been eating super good. Weighs about 200 grams. She's a super good eater, but everyone's a little bit cold right now because they've been off the heat for about 2 weeks. And all right, so next up is the males. So first up on the males is my conda male. He's a big boy now. He's currently in blue, so he'll probably shed while he's in the cooler. He's a super dark Conda, especially right now. Always super active, really good eater. But we're gonna let him burrow back in and move on to the next male. So next up for the males is this little super Conda here. He's almost 60 grams. He is het for snow. He's gonna have a busy year if the Evans hypo female gets up to weight, which she most likely will, but he's planned to go to the Evans hypo female as well as the albino female. We're going to test to see if she's het for xanthic, as well as try and produce some Conda albinos. And you never know, if genetics work out, we may end up with some other fun stuff. But he is a beautiful, beautiful super Conda. Last up for the males is this green phase male. He's planned to go to the green phase female. Looks like he's getting ready to go into blue as well. Yeah, that super light belly. But we're going to pair him up. Probably no hets involved at all in that pairing. Just trying to make some nice green phase normals. Everybody always says they want a hog nose, but they don't want to pay a ton of money. So there's nothing wrong with producing some nice normals. All right, let's move on to the last planned clutch, which is one corn snake clutch, and then we will get these guys in the cooler. So the last planned pairing for this coming year is Joy. Joy is my super red factor female. I honestly am not sure what other genetics she has other than a male. We're going to pair her to her half-brother, who is a single gene red factor, and see if we can produce more like her. I already have, if this clutch produces anything with super red factor, that I have a good chance of already having most of this clutch sold. I'm slowly moving away from corn snakes, but she's a very pretty girl, and I just wanted to give her at least one season of being paired. All right, I'll pull her half-brother out, and that'll be the end of everything we're breeding this coming year. All right, so last up for this coming year is Joy's half-brother. They look very similar, but you'll notice that there's a lot more contrast, and he's just not quite as bright red as his half-sister. So we're going to pair them to try and create something closer to what Joy is, and we'll just see how that goes. All right, everyone. If you're glad I'm back making content, please remember, like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, show Facebook that the channel isn't dead. I know that I spent a lot of time off. I've got some DIY videos on upgrading my incubator. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.